Yo, what's good, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry's Sisters Review. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, then you already know what it is. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell somebody to tell somebody if you choose to. But if not, just sit back, relax while we get into this messy thing. Now, this is probably going to be a quick video, but I wanted to talk to y'all about something that's going on over there in the Facebook streets. There is a lot of conversation going on about Sabrina and how Sabrina is pushing away yet another good man. And I said, well, who was the first one? And so people were like, Calvin. She pushed Calvin away. He was a great man. Now she's pushing away Rich. Now, let me just say, this is my opinion. I thought that Calvin was a nice person, but I ain't completely sold on Calvin being such a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think people believe just because someone's nice, they tend to excuse their BS. And Calvin did a lot of BS throughout his duration on the show. So I can't say he was a great guy. However, I believe he was a nice guy. Now, when it comes to Sabrina and Rich, Rich hasn't done enough for me to classify him as a great guy. He's someone who definitely is business oriented. He is someone who is definitely, gung-ho on expanding his business and his vision as far as an entrepreneur. And the fact that we do see that he is into Sabrina. But the fact of him being a great guy, I can't give him that label just yet. But I want to talk about what I have found so interesting, that people are discussing the fact that she is pushing him away and she's about to lose another good man. And it made me think about, the experience of being a woman. You know what I'm saying? The overall experience of being a woman in today's society. And almost what Sabrina is dealing with is almost parallel to what Fatima is dealing with on the show. Sabrina wants to have a family. Sabrina wants to be a mother. It is something that she has always dreamed of being. So much so that Sabrina has classified being a mom as her purpose. That is a huge declaration to make about something being a part of your life. When we think about Fatima, on the upcoming episode is going to be telling Angela that this is not how she envisioned her life. And that's a deep thing. When you have a vision or when you believe something is a part of your purpose and how you're living in your current state doesn't reflect that. So when I think about people, and there's a lot of women who are in agreement with the fact that Sabrina is pushing away Rich. She's pushing away a good man. And I try to look at things from every angle. And this is an angle I just can't get down with. Because in my mind, I can appreciate Sabrina. In the upcoming episode, we see a clip where Sabrina is telling the girls, I believe it's Sabrina's birthday, and they're having a celebration for her at Andy's. And she's telling the girls basically that, what I want and what Rich want is not congruent. We are not on the same page. It's not connecting. It's not equal. So therefore, more than likely, I'm going to have to let bruh go. And I am in total agreement with that. And I hope that Sabrina keeps that energy up. And I'm a person that believes in making definitive decisions. And everything you do after that needs to line up with the decision that you make. You want a child. The man that you're dating does not. What do? You're going to have to cut him off. Okay, now that's easier said than done, because once you are involving feelings and emotions and you're connected with somebody, making a decision to end it ain't so easy. It is not so easy. But I thought about that, the trope of being a woman and having other women telling you, girl, you pushing this man away, you better stick it out, when this man don't line up with your purpose. And just not even with Sabrina, I just thought about women for whatever reason. This just put me in a place to think about women in general. Women who may want the career path over motherhood. And they may be with a man or a woman, whatever floats your boat. They may be with their partner and their partner may want a family, but you want career. Every woman does not want to have a child. Every woman does not want to be married. So when you get into these situations, you really have to put you first. And ladies, men too, okay, I ain't gonna exclude y'all. The stuff that Sabrina and Rich are going through, you tend to have those conversations between your first and third date. Oh, so do you have children? No. Okay, you don't. All right, have you thought about having children? Is that, a part of your future? Is that something that you see yourself, willing into your life, meaning marrying the person who you want to have children with? And when that person tells you no, and you know that being a parent is a part of your purpose, is a part of your vision, that lets you know that person is not it. You should not even be in a position to wait for them to conform to your will. If they don't want that, let them go. Don't get your feelings involved in this thing. Now you got to come be in a position like Fatima, where she's engaged to this man, and her vision for what she wants is not what her life looks like now. That's hard. That is hard. And I think that's why it's so important to have a tight-knit friend unit, or somebody who you can confide in, because the last thing that you want is to tell the people who's most closest to you that, girl, this is how I'm feeling. I'm going to have to let this man go. And for these people to tell you, girl, you better stick it out. Don't push away this good man. Well, he don't line up with my purpose. Okay, you better not push away this good man. That's difficult. That's hard. But I thought about that, and it made me wonder how many people who are subscribed to my channel, and those who just may listen to me, when you look at the Sabrina and Rich dynamic, do you feel as if Sabrina is pushing him away? Do you feel that Sabrina is doing the best thing by herself and for herself by ending this before she gets too deep in it? I mean, we haven't seen her end it just yet, so I really don't know the direction she's going to take. But my philosophy is, you're not in it that deep. Yes, I know that you do have feelings, but once you realize that your purpose doesn't align up with the man that you're sleeping with and the man that you're in a relationship with, you got to end it. First, take responsibility that you didn't ask the proper questions in the beginning. 2, give yourself grace to let this thing go, to heal and move on, and do what you feel is best for you in order for your purpose to be fulfilled in your life. I just thought that was huge. And even though I feel like Danny may have the strongest storyline when it comes to therapy and unpacking, I believe that Sabrina is right underneath her and Fatima in a sense, because when you're dealing with something that is contrary to your belief system and you still try to stick it out, 9 times out of 10, it does not work. 9 times out of 10, you are the one who gets hurt in the end because you're trying to conform to something that was never meant for you in the first place. So I was just curious. You know what I'm saying? Facebook been having some interesting conversations over there on the sisters' behalf. But this was one that just really shocked me, because I could not believe how many women were in agreement to Sabrina sticking it out with Rich, even though he doesn't want what she wants. And so it just made me ponder and made me wonder how the people who listen to me feel about that situation. So I just thought this was a very interesting conversation to have, just about women in general, your purpose, what you believe is for you. Are you willing to yield and bend even though you don't believe that it's a part of your purpose or the vision that you have for yourself? Because I think women deal with this all the time. Men, I believe y'all deal with it too, but I'm not a man, so I don't really know the ins and outs of it. But I just know as a woman, and as a Black woman specifically, this is something that is dealt with on a consistent basis, unfortunately, that you have to always, sometimes we place people above ourselves when we should always remember that we are number one. You know what I'm saying? And everything else must line up. I ain't saying being selfish and all of that. But what I am saying is, when you believe something is purposeful in your life, I don't believe you should yield or give that up or away for any man, any woman, any other person. That's just my thoughts. But I would love to hear y'all's. So, again, I want to thank you guys for listening, to all the subscribers, those who are not subscribed but still listen. I appreciate you. Until next time, I will holler at y'all later, and y'all be safe out there. One.